Imagine I wanted to hack you. What could I learn in the first 30 minutes? According to CEH version 13, this phase is called footprinting and reconnaissance. Hacking doesn't start with a keyboard, it starts with information, and today I'll show you how hackers gather that information. No need to watch 10 different videos. This one video covers everything. Footprinting and reconnaissance is not just Google searching. Based on CEH v13, I'll explain the techniques, tools, and real-world logic all in one place. If you watch till the end, you'll understand why hackers often win before the attack even begins. Don't miss the last part. It's the most important one. Disclaimer: this video is made for educational purposes only. We do not encourage or promote any illegal activity. Today we will learn footprinting and reconnaissance. We'll explore the following key areas: understanding footprinting concepts, footprinting through search engines, using internet research services, gathering information from social networking sites, Whois footprinting techniques, DNS footprinting techniques, network and email footprinting, footprinting through social engineering, automated footprinting and AI-based techniques, countermeasures against footprinting. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how footprinting works and how to defend against it effectively as an ethical hacker. Explain footprinting concepts. What is footprinting? Footprinting is the first phase of the hacking process, where an attacker, or an ethical hacker, collects as much information as possible about a target system or network. The goal is to identify potential entry points or vulnerabilities, even before making any direct contact. CH definition. Footprinting is the process of gathering information about a target system to find ways to infiltrate it. Objectives of footprinting. So, why do hackers or ethical hackers perform footprinting? Let's break down the key objectives. Identify the system architecture and technologies in use. Detect security policies that are currently implemented. Find domain names and IP address ranges. Map out the network infrastructure. Discover employee details and internal organizational data. Reconnaissance, the first step of every attack. Reconnaissance, also known as footprinting, is the preparatory phase where an attacker collects as much information as possible about a target before launching an actual attack. This step is all about understanding the target from the outside, without alerting them. Types of reconnaissance. Passive and active. Passive. It includes open source intelligence, OSINT gathering, using proprietary databases or paid services, sharing threat intelligence with partners or industry groups. Warning: passive footprinting is generally legal, as it involves collecting information from public sources. Active. It includes DNS interrogation to reveal domain structure and records, social engineering to manipulate people for information, network and port scanning to find live systems and open services, user and service enumeration to uncover usernames, system roles, and running services. Warning: active footprinting, if done without permission, can be illegal and may lead to legal consequences. Footprinting methodology. Footprinting techniques. Passive. Footprinting through search engines. Advanced Google hacking techniques. Google hacking database. Shodan search engine. Footprinting through internet research services. People search services. Financial services and job sites. Archive.org. Competitive intelligence and business profile sites. Groups, forums, and blogs. Dark web searching tools. Footprinting through social networking sites. Social media sites. Analyze social network graphs. Whois footprinting. Whois lookup. IP geolocation lookup. Active. DNS footprinting. DNS interrogation. Reverse DNS lookup. Network and email footprinting. Traceroute. Track email communication. Footprinting through social engineering. Eavesdropping. Shoulder surfing. Dumpster diving. Impersonation. Footprinting tasks using advanced tools and AI. Footprinting tools: Maltego, Recounting, Foca, OSINT framework, etc. Create custom Python script with AI. Footprinting through search engines. Search engines like Google, Bing, and DuckDuckGo are not just for regular browsing. They're powerful tools for gathering intelligence about individuals, organizations, and systems without ever touching the target directly. Let's break this down into major components. Advanced Google hacking techniques. Footprinting using advanced Google hacking techniques. Attackers use search engines to extract information about a target, such as employed technology platforms, employee details, login pages, and intranet portals, which help the attacker to perform social engineering and other types of advanced system attacks. Google hacking refers to the use of advanced Google search operators for creating complex search queries to extract sensitive or hidden information that helps attackers find vulnerable targets. Popular Google advanced search operators. Search operator purpose. Quotation marks. -sign. */wildcard. Or. And. Site. File type. Related. InTitle. ALINTitle. INURL. ALINURL. INTEXT. ALINTEXT. Define. Cache. 2 periods. Around X. What can a hacker do with Google hacking? Example, use Google Advanced Operator Syntax, InTitle, Intranet INURL, Intranet plus InText, Human Resources, to find sensitive information about a target organization and its employees. Attackers use the gathered information to perform social engineering attacks. Some dorks have been provided to help you find vulnerable websites. By using these dorks, you can detect whether there are any bugs between a vulnerable website and your target website. These will be useful during your bug hunting and penetration testing activities. I will post these dorks along with all other advanced dorks on my Facebook page. You can collect all the dorks from there. Here are some common Google dorks that can help you find bugs. Replace your targetwebsite.com with the address of your desired website. Footprinting using advanced Google hacking techniques with AI. AI is now a game changer for footprinting. Often, after running 50+ dorks, many irrelevant links appear. That's where AI becomes useful. Create Google Dork to find PFD files containing annual report on ecouncil.org. AI will quickly organize these for you. Use cases. Automated Google Dork creation using ChatGPT. Searching for sensitive keywords from Dork results. Text summarization, understanding what information is in which link. Extracting data with AI and organizing it into Excel or JSON format. Google Hacking Database. One of the smartest methods is Google hacking or Google dorking, using special search operators to find hidden or sensitive data indexed by Google. Use cases for GHDB. Finding exposed files, e.g., .env, config.php. Camera feeds, login portals. Database files. Credentials. Directory listings. Identifying malware-infected pages. Use the neural search operator to find login pages of your target website. Simply type in neural:/site:/targetwebsite.com in the search bar, replacing targetwebsite.com with the actual domain. This will show you login pages associated with that site. Footprinting through Shodan search engine. Shodan is a powerful search engine designed for hackers and cybersecurity professionals. Target IP cameras. Let's start by finding exposed IP cameras. These are often misconfigured and publicly accessible. Target remote admin panels. Next, we search for admin login panels. These are web interfaces for routers, servers, and control panels, often left unprotected. Target VPN servers. Lastly, let's discover exposed VPN servers. These may reveal IP addresses, services, and insecure configurations. These results help us fingerprint endpoints and even find exposed portals. Other techniques for footprinting through search engines. We can use Google Image Search to find specific images related to our target. This can include photos of people, places, infrastructure, ID cards, sensitive documents, or even exposed credentials captured in screenshots. By using Google Advanced Image Search, we can narrow down the results using specific keywords, file types, image sizes, or even website filters. In addition to Google, another powerful tool for image-based OSINT is Yandex Image Search. Yandex works really well in identifying similar faces, locations, or reverse image matching, often performing better than Google in many OSINT use cases. Image search engines like Google and Yandex can be extremely helpful for OSINT and ethical investigations. Gathering information from video search engines. Let's talk about gathering information from video and meta search engines for OSINT. First, from YouTube, you can search for any target-related video. Once you find a video, simply copy the link and submit it to a tool like MW Metadata. It will extract detailed information such as upload date, geolocation, device info, and more. This can help you analyze, investigate, or track content sources and context. Next, try meta search engines like startpage.com. If you search your target's domain or name there, it gathers results from multiple search engines, anonymously. This often reveals additional links, hidden subdomains, cached pages, or archived data not visible through Google alone. Gathering information from FTP search engines. Let's talk about gathering information using FTP search engines. FTP, or File Transfer Protocol, is used by servers to share files publicly or privately. Sometimes, due to poor configuration, these servers expose sensitive directories, including documents, backups, images, and source code. With FTP search engines like Global FTP Search, Nerdy Data, or Google Dorks, you can discover open FTP servers around the world. Example: Google Dork. How to gather information using an FTP search engine. Specifically through searchftps.net. FTP, or File Transfer Protocol, is commonly used for sharing files between systems. However, many servers are misconfigured, allowing public access to sensitive files, such as documents, photos, or even source code. Searchftps.net helps you discover forgotten or misconfigured servers that are not indexed by Google. It's great for gathering leaked data, analyzing infrastructure, or even discovering old backups or internal documents exposed online. IoT search engines scan the internet and index publicly accessible devices, like smart cameras, routers, servers, industrial control systems, and more. These platforms allow ethical hackers, researchers, and security teams to analyze exposed systems. These queries will reveal devices connected to the internet, often misconfigured or using default credentials. You can view metadata such as IP address, location, ISP, open ports, software version, and sometimes even screenshots. These queries reveal live camera feeds, login panels, and even stream links, all without hacking, just public data. Some devices still use default usernames and passwords, making them vulnerable. Shodan is extremely powerful. But remember, this is for educational and authorized security research only. Never attempt to access, modify, or exploit a device without permission. I will show you how to do a basic subdomain search using Google Dork. You need to type site*.google.com. This will help you find subdomains of google.com. Here, you can see the subdomains that appear before google.com. To view the subdomains, you have to navigate through the search results page by page. This allows you to discover many subdomains. If we want, we can also skip certain subdomains and exclude them from the search. For example, to exclude common subdomains, you can use this Google Dork. Site*.google.com in URL, cloud. Here, I excluded the subdomain cloud.google.com from the results. As a result, the subdomain is no longer shown in the results. Now, we will look at deep subdomain search. This means there are multiple subdomains, one subdomain under another. The query is site*.star.google.com. Here, you can see that two subdomains are shown for all results. We will use DNSDumpster.com. This is a domain reconnaissance tool. Simply put, it is used to find detailed information about any website. It's a domain research tool that attackers can use to find hosts related to a domain. For example, if an attacker wants to attack a website, what kind of information can they get using DNS Dumpster? Let's find out. I'm using google.com as an example. Free users are limited to 50 results for a single domain, but the paid version provides much more information. Here, DNS Dumpster shows some records for google.com's subdomains, including the hostname, IP address, ASN name, and details about open services. How an attacker may use this. An attacker can scan these IP addresses to check for any vulnerabilities. Also, if any subdomain is running an outdated or unprotected application, that can be identified and exploited as well. MX records, mail exchange records. These records show that the mail server named smpp.google.com handles emails for the domain google.com. The IP address of this mail server is 142.250.31.27. How attackers may use this. An attacker can target this mail server to attempt spamming, phishing, or even denial of service (DOS) attacks. If there are any misconfigurations or weaknesses in the mail server, those could also be identified and exploited. NS records show the authoritative named servers for the domain google.com. These named servers are extremely important because they manage the domain's DNS system. How attackers may use this. If an attacker somehow gains control over these named servers, they can redirect all the traffic of the domain to their own servers. This is known as DNS hijacking. Here, you can see the TXT records, which include various domain verification codes and SPF, Sender Policy Framework, records. We can understand which servers are authorized to send emails on behalf of Google. If an attacker tries to send emails pretending to be from Google using an unauthorized server, the SPF check may detect it and block the email. Domain verification codes usually don't have much value for an attacker, but if there's any misconfiguration, it could be exploited. Here, you can see a DNS map of google.com, where the relationships between the domain and its subdomains are visually displayed. How attackers may use this. From this map, an attacker can easily understand how Google's network is structured and which servers are connected to each other. This helps in creating a more targeted and well-planned attack strategy. You can discover subdomains using penteus-tools.com. They have a dedicated tool on their website specifically for subdomain discovery. If you search on Google for Penteus Tools Subdomain Finder or Subdomain Discovery, you'll easily find the tool. We selected a website to find subdomains. This tool also has a paid version, but the free version offers limited functionality. The scan takes a little time to complete. But even from here, we can find subdomains. As you can see, the subdomains are being displayed. Using Netcraft to search for subdomains. To find subdomains using Netcraft, there are two useful tools provided by them. https://sitereport.netcraft.com. On this page, you can enter a domain, like google.com, or https://www.netcraft.com. To get a full site report. This includes hosting provider information, web technologies, site ranking, and sometimes related sites and subdomains. Use the Netcraft DNS search tool. Alternatively, visit https://searchdns.netcraft.com. This is a more direct tool for DNS and subdomain lookup. On this page, you'll see a site container search box. Next to that, simply put a dot followed by your target domain name. For example, I use Netcraft to scan netcraft.com. And as you can see, it's showing subdomains and DNS-related data. You'll notice the following information displayed. Subdomains lists all the subdomains linked to the target domain. First seen date shows when the subdomain was first discovered by Netcraft. NetBlock indicates the network block or range associated with the domain. Operating system, OS, provides information about the OS of the hosting servers. These details give a clear insight into the domain's infrastructure and network setup. Subdomain finding using AI. With TGPT, you'll find this tool on GitHub. You can also use AI-based tools to find subdomains. The best part? You can use some features of TGPT for free. Just scroll down on the GitHub page, and you'll see the installation commands for Linux or macOS. Simply copy the command, open your terminal, paste it, and press enter. The installation will begin automatically. Once the installation is complete, you can type the command TGPTH. This will display the usage guide for TGPT, showing you how to use the tool. Go through the options and commands to understand how it works. To find subdomains using TGPT, just use a simple prompt like TGPT. Give me a list of possible subdomains for Tesla.com. After running this command, TGPT will generate and display a list of possible subdomains based on public data and AI analysis. It's a quick and smart way to get an idea of the subdomain structure of a target website. Another way to use TGPT for subdomain discovery. There's another powerful way to use TGPT. If you want to find all possible subdomains of a target website, with this prompt, TGPT won't just give you subdomains. It will also suggest popular tools and commands used by professionals for subdomain enumeration. This can be really helpful if you're building your recon workflow or learning new techniques. If you want even more accurate and in-depth results, you can use paid APIs for subdomain enumeration. Paid APIs often provide access to real-time data, larger datasets, and hidden subdomains that free tools might miss. These are especially useful for professional penetration testers and bug bounty hunters. Subdomain finding with Assetfinder. But if Assetfinder is not installed on your system yet, first update your package list by running sudo apt update. Then, make sure Go language is installed, since many tools require it. Use this command sudo apt install golang. Note, the installation might take a little time, so be patient while the process completes. Make sure your Go path is properly configured. If you face any issues, just post in our Facebook group. I'll help you. Now, let's install the latest version of Assetfinder using Go. Just run this command. Go install github.com/tomnomnom/assetfinder at latest. This will install Assetfinder properly without any issues. Now let's use Assetfinder to find subdomains of our target domain. I'll try it with AssetfinderTesla.com. As you can see, it's listing subdomains related to Tesla.com. As you can see, we're getting a lot of subdomains from Tesla.com using Assetfinder. It's a fast and effective tool for subdomain enumeration. Apart from Assetfinder, there are many other tools for subdomain discovery, like Subfinder, Amass, Sublister, and more. We'll explore all of these tools in detail in our enumeration class. So stay tuned. Using archive.org Wayback Machine. The website https://web.archive.org, also known as the Wayback Machine, is a powerful tool for reconnaissance and OSINT. For example, you can even view Facebook's early homepage from when it was first launched as a communication platform. You'll see how it looked back then. Similarly, you can check any target domain's past versions, how it evolved, what features or pages it used to have. With the Wayback Machine, you can view the full history of any website, find old subdomains, endpoints, and hidden directories, discover previous JavaScript files, login pages, admin panels, etc. Sometimes uncover security misconfigurations or exposed sensitive data. This tool is extremely helpful for ethical hackers, bug bounty hunters, and cybersecurity researchers. Finding information about a target person or business. If you want to gather information about a specific person, business, or even their online presence, there are tools like Spokeo.com that can help. These tools are often used for OSINT, open source intelligence. With tools like Spokeo, you can search by name, phone number, email, or address, find public records, social profiles, and location history, discover information about businesses or organizations. Apart from Spokeo, there are many other tools that offer similar features for gathering data on your target. Dark web footprinting. If you want to search for a hacker, a specific person, or even a targeted organization on the dark web, You'll need to use a search method similar to Google Dorking, but for dark web platforms. For example, if you're trying to find information about a hacker or a person, type their name or username directly into a dark web search engine. Or if you're targeting a company, try using specific search queries like target person or organization, site-specific site. The more specific your search, the more accurate and useful the results will be. This method is often used for OSINT and threat intelligence in ethical hacking and investigations. I've already made a detailed video on the dark web, how to access it, and how to use it safely for ethical purposes. To start, we'll explore how to find out what operating system is running on a target domain. For this, we can use tools like Shodan.io, just like we used Netcraft. These tools are very useful for gathering valuable footprinting data about the target system, such as server details, open ports, running services, and even OS information. From here, we can see the total number of servers, the server names, and which servers are currently active for our target domain, just like you're seeing on the screen right now. Now we can see which operating systems are running. In this case, multiple operating systems are active on different servers. This is how you can gather detailed information about your target domain whenever you're targeting any industry for ethical hacking or security testing. You must first gather all possible information about it. This process is called OSINT, Open Source Intelligence. A platform like OpenCorporates can help you find valuable information about your target industry, such as company details, registration data, and more. Apart from this, there are many other open source tools and websites available for OSINT investigations. When you search for a company like Meta, you'll find tons of information online. The same goes for any other target. Just a quick search can reveal a lot. You'll even come across details about the company's officers and employees. With a little digging, you can uncover almost everything. When targeting a company for hacking or OSINT, gathering crucial information becomes surprisingly easy. There are many other open source tools available as well. Among them, Google Finance is a powerful one. It not only shows the market value of the target company, but also reveals a lot of additional financial and business-related information. Before launching an attack, a hacker always gathers and studies all available information about the target company. The exact location of the target company can be easily found using Google Earth, providing a clear and detailed view of its surroundings. Finding the target's location becomes easy with tools like Google Maps and Google Earth. They provide accurate and detailed geographical data with just a few clicks. By using https://search.census.io, you can gather a wide range of information about internet-connected devices and servers. Just by searching a domain, IP address, or even a specific organization, you can find open ports and services, SSL certificate details, web server banners, operating system and software versions, hosting provider and ISP info, subdomains and related infrastructure, even potential vulnerabilities exposed publicly. You'll also get detailed information about the domain itself, like DNS records, Whois data, and related assets. Tools like Census are widely used in OSINT and ethical hacking to map a target's digital footprint and detect possible weak points. Recounting is a powerful reconnaissance tool used by ethical hackers for OSINT. With its marketplace feature, you can easily install different modules to gather a wide variety of information. Using Recounting, you can collect subdomains and domain info, Whois data, email addresses and usernames, IP addresses and geolocation, company profiles from LinkedIn and other sources, breach data from leaked databases, metadata from documents and websites. Each module in the marketplace focuses on a specific type of data, making the recon process automated and efficient. You can also gather valuable information about a company from Facebook. In fact, just by searching the company CEO's name, you might find their profile and even more personal or professional details. Facebook works surprisingly well for OSINT and social engineering. With the help of AI, Tools like the Harvester can collect a lot of information about your target. Just go to the Help section to view all available commands and usage options. For example, using the command the Harvester d Oracle L200b all f Oracle_results.txt will search across all supported search engines and save the results in a file named Oracle_results.txt. This way, you can gather emails, hosts, subdomains, and more automatically and efficiently. Some search engines in the Harvester require an API key to access full results. But don't worry, you can still get plenty of useful information for free, even without an API key. The results show interesting URLs, email addresses, hosts, IP addresses, and ASN IDs, all of which were discovered by scanning multiple search engines automatically. SureLock is a powerful username-based search tool. With SureLock, you can uncover several key details such as where a specific username exists across various social media platforms, how many sites have accounts with that username, the online presence of a person or brand, whether someone else is using your preferred username, whether your brand name is being misused by someone else, and even initial insights about a target person or organization, which can be very useful for deeper investigation. SureLock shows exactly which social media platforms the target person or organization has accounts on. The more platforms that use the same username, the more results you'll see all neatly listed in one place. Social Searcher is a social media search engine. With it, you can track specific keywords, hashtags, or mentions across various social media platforms. It's mainly used for social media monitoring and analytics, helping you understand how a topic is being discussed online. Similarly, there's a tool called BuzzSumo. It's a content marketing and social listening platform. BuzzSumo shows you which content is getting the most shares and what topics are currently trending. It's perfect for content creation, identifying influencers, and analyzing market trends. Using lookup.icon.org, you can find detailed information about any domain name. It shows the domain registrar, registration and expiration dates, the status of the domain, active, on hold, etc., named servers being used, DNSSEC status, and sometimes contact information for the domain owner if it's not protected by privacy services. Whois.domaintools.com is a powerful platform for gathering domain-related information. By entering a domain name, you can find the domain owner's details, if not hidden by privacy protection, registrar and registration history. With whois.com, you can find basic domain details like domain owner info, if public, registrar name, registration and expiry dates. Using Namecheap's Whois tool, you can find domain registrar, creation and expiration dates, named servers, domain status, and basic owner info if it's not private. It's a fast and simple way to check domain records. There's also a tool called Batch IP Converter. Its main job is to convert large lists of IP addresses between different formats, like from decimal to binary, or from IP to hostname. This is especially useful during OSINT, network analysis, or when handling bulk IP data and cybersecurity tasks. Batch IP Converter is mainly designed for PC users. Its primary function is to convert large lists of IP addresses into different formats. If you've managed to get the IP address of a scammer or your target person, you can use ip2location.com to trace their location. Just by entering the IP, you can find the country, city, and region they're in, their Internet Service Provider (ISP), the organization using the IP, latitude and longitude coordinates, zip code and time zone, whether the IP is using a proxy, VPN, or hosting service, and sometimes even the domain name linked to that IP. It's a powerful tool for tracing and investigating online identities. If you want to track the IP address of a target person, you can use tools like iplogger.org or Grabify.link. These allow you to create custom links that, when sent via social engineering, can capture the target's IP address along with other valuable information. These links are not phishing links. They're safe to use on social media platforms and can be easily sent to anyone. When someone clicks on the link you created, they'll be redirected to the original web page. Meanwhile, you can see their IP address displayed at the bottom of your link's dashboard. Want a full video on scanning and enumeration? Drop a comment below. Thanks for watching.